I'm Kat.
And I'm Gabe.
And
we're the Ghouls,
Ghouls
next,
Next Door.
door. Talk about spooky stuff.
I forgot we had a regular intro for the
we have all
month of
these
anime.
things.
Or not anime. Musicals.
A musical intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a whole time because I need to cut it. This is not designed for this. Yeah, we survived
We did
Halloween and October and 4 years of podcasting.
Yep.
We did it. Check.
Yeah.
And so we need a break. We needed to chill and just hang out with our squad, our squid squad, and just have a good time. So that's what you're going to listen to today is us hanging out. We're bringing back our favorite people. Not to say that any of our other guests were not pretty like our favorite. They're just a little less accessible. Whereas like 2 of them are in our house.
Yeah.
In our houses or down the street or work with us. So we can ask them to do this for us. So we're going to bring in our good friends to we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
So bring them on in, Kat, one at a time. Let's do it.
All right. We have Isaiah.
What's up, y'all? The Boo Next Door himself. I am Isaiah, aka Senpai Savage, for those who like anime on Zenkai Station. It's popping.
Yes. And you might recognize Isaiah from several episodes that he has been on. Recently, he was in our Dragon Ball Z with anime, our horror anime series. You were also in our horror anime episode, just the one with Tokyo Ghouls Next Door. And Sneaky was pretending to be Kat in our Monstrous Men episode all the way back then.
Nose noises and all.
Did a very good job. It was very, very on point and on brand. I was like, is he okay? Or was that on purpose?
It was very
you have a cold? Yeah.
I went method for that. I had to become Kat.
Yeah.
No sounds and all. Yeah.
Yes. And then
our next Boo Next Door.
Yes.
Hello.
Our Boo Next Door is Mike.
I'm Mike.
Nice. Love that.
You might recognize me. Recently, I was a severed head in the background.
Oh my man! They got you.
Never looked better. I've also was in a couple episodes talking about anime, probably.
Yeah. For Neon Genesis, Evangelion, and then as me in our Monstrous Men episode, which you also did really well. Put you on the spot, and you had to produce a whole episode by yourself. So you're welcome. You guys passed the Boo test, and we kept you.
Nice, we did it.
And then we have
guest Roland.
Hi, how's it going, y'all?
Hi, Ro. You were in a recent episode.
Yeah, my very first one recently. I got to be like, I never saw a Nightmare Before Christmas. What is this? What is happening? Why is this a global phenomenon?
Why do people like this? Yeah. And we have to be like,
I don't have any nostalgia glasses. Yep. Yeah. And I'm the one who severed Mike's head. So
you put it back on too.
Remember, we have this recording, so we have this confession on Roland is also the cinematographer behind all of our short horror films, all 4. For all 4 years, we've been doing this. And wrote Lock and Key, which is honestly most people's favorites. So he's very good.
Champion of Do.
Yes, and last but not least.
Yep.
Himoto.
Welcome. Yes, Himoto of Dusky Projects and Black Women Are Scary.
Yes.
You may have heard of him because Gabe is a sound designer.
I'm always, like, anytime I can work it in conversation, I do. Like, hey, listen to this.
Incredible work that's being done over there. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you were on our horror and community care episode.
I was with Eunice. Shout out to Eunice.
Yes, shout out to Eunice. I did not want to bother her. She is a busy woman. I was like, we're not gonna bother you.
When can we see her movie? I know that it's like on.
I'm
like, is it streaming on Netflix yet? It is? Okay.
Yeah. Ruin the Stardust. People, check it out. Eunice Levi's has made a great thing, and she was on our horror and community care, which was the other part of why October was a nightmare for me, was that we had, and Roland as well, was People Power Media Fest with Philly Cam, and the theme was community media as community care, and Yeah, Wiimoto and Eunice were so lovely to take on that challenge of creating a whole special episode about community care and how horror can be so much more than what people give it credit for. So thank you so much for your insight. I got a lot of really good reviews back from that where people were like, that was the best one. Like, that was
awesome. I'm glad. You never know when you put things out into the world. You're like, is anybody watching any of this?
Anyone there? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Is this just screaming into the void? What am I doing?
Send help and views.
Yeah. Like and subscribe and send help.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we did just finish yesterday. It was Halloween. So I wanted to ask what people were doing. What did you do for Halloween? Did you dress up?
I guess I'll go for everybody's like sitting there like, what? I did not dress up. I went to the Dia de los Muertos procession that happened at the Fleischer Museum.
Oh, cool.
On 9th and Catherine. So I just kind of did that. And then I'm going to do, because today is Dia de los Muertos, I'm going to do a little like something at home, you know.
Cool.
But that was it. We went to the Rite Aid and talked about getting candy, almost got it, and then didn't. That was the order of events. Because last year we got candy and like nobody came, and we were literally like walking up, like rolling up onto the children that live on our block, like, do you want this candy? Like I was like throwing candy at, you know, my neighbors' kids and whatnot, like just any kid that walked by. I was like, hey, are you trick-or-treating? You want candy? Like it was the weirdest. And I was like, I don't want to be that person again. And nobody's gonna come. Like no one's gonna come, and we're just stuck with this candy. So then we didn't get it. And then we heard people trick-or-treating. We were like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Should have gotten it. And so then we had to like pull down the blinds and turn off all the lights and be like, okay, we have to look like that. You know, and it was kind of a bummer yesterday in that way, because I couldn't like really go out and like see what they were doing because I just didn't get any candy.
Yeah. Aw. We still have I don't think any kids knocked on our door, but I didn't put on, my mom made me this ridiculous spooky wreath. Ridiculous, and it's very extra. It's lovely. But you can turn on the lights, and I was just so tired because we went to the Ren Fair yesterday.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun.
Cool. Yeah.
It was
Really
my first
cool.
time. So I
Where
bought
is that?
a cloak in Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lancaster.
I got a cloak. Kat got you can tell them what you got.
Oh, it's a fancy cane that's also a hidden knife. I wanted to get an umbrella that was a hidden knife, but they didn't have any. Why? I don't know. It just seemed cool.
Did they have umbrellas in the Renaissance time?
What was that?
Did they have umbrellas in the Renaissance time?
Listen,
Like,
the
what is
Renaissance
the chronological?
It's a pretty wide
is loose. It's
range.
Like
yeah, it's
fantasy
not
Renaissance.
now.
Probably like a parasol or something. You know?
They did have some parasols there. They had
Spider-Man dressed as a knight.
Yeah,
So-
there's a here that was Spider-Man.
So they had Spider-Man back then. That's good to know.
Okay, so nobody's like trying to be like, it's not like reenactment culture where they're like trying to be like.
I mean, some of
this
the
is
workers
Renaissance.
were like speaking in Old English as much as they could, and that was fun because it was like, oh, they care. But it was also Halloween, so they had like trick or treat stops, and so kids were dressed up, and whole families were dressed up. So it was really cute for that. But Mike got a sword. Sword.
Yeah.
I bought a little bosom dagger. It's a dagger you hide in your breast.
Yes,
Good.
otherwise known as titty knife.
Yeah, titty knife. Boom.
You just got to be careful when you take it out that it doesn't nick anything.
Well, it has a little teeth.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so that was what we did, and we came home, and I was too tired, and I didn't turn on those lights. But it didn't sound like there was kids like out on our little street. So
Not really.
I think there were where we were, but we did what we did. Just had our lights
like hid in your house. Just hid in your house. Like, I didn't get anything. I'm sorry.
Put all the blinds down. There's lights down low.
I'm so sorry.
Too
Next
tired
year,
to feel shame though.
Next year I'm gonna do it. I feel like next year, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
You're just that one house in Halloween where she was like banging on the door and they were like, no. Like we're all just that one house. Like
Yeah, but for kids.
Yeah, but for kids and kids instead of women and murder.
Yeah.
Any other costumes? People dressed up. What were you?
Nobody was anything, and it's just like swords and.
Yeah.
I mean, we dressed like we
and
went to
sad.
a funeral, so I just dressed in all
true.
black.
Oh, for Gabe's thing.
Yeah, so that was the most you got out of me.
My
dressing.
30th, yeah. We had a death to my 20s party.
Nice.
Laid them to rest, and everyone dressed.
Die 20s, die.
Did you have like a cake shaped like a coffin or anything like that? Or?
It was
like a tombstone cake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I will try to find a
My
picture.
picture.
In there. While I'm doing that, someone tell me, like, Mike, what were you?
I was Gomez Adams.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And you were Morticia Adams.
I was Morticia.
Yeah, it was dope.
Where are the pictures of those?
Jeez.
Come on, technical director. Where are these pictures that we've only just asked for right now?
Yeah,
Live.
I should have anticipated this. Some friends who recently had a child. I think they won Halloween. They put their Halloween picture on the internet, of course. So everybody puts everything.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, and they did what's his name? Oh my god, you're gonna laugh that I don't remember these people's names. They're so famous, they're royal, and they moved away from the royal family.
Yes.
Damn, I don't remember their name. I just know
Is his name Harry?
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
There we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, we all blinked on that. I feel a little bit better. So yes, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle on Oprah. So like my friend my friend was Meghan Markle, her husband was Prince Harry, and then Oprah was the baby in like the little like onesie that looked like this outfit and like a little wig, and they just did the same like shot from the like Oprah's here and like they're there. It's oh my god, it was the best like sequence of like they did like a shot from Oprah and then like their reenactment and a shot from Oprah and their reenactment, and I was like, this is great. This is the best family Halloween thing ever. So
future goals.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I might have these pictures coming.
Just the baby as Oprah was really wonderful.
That's really good.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, maybe there is a reason to have a kid after all that. Just to be your Oprah. Yeah.
All the pictures.
What are babies for if not Oprah?
Yeah.
I'm going to do Dia de las Muertes tomorrow for a thing. Oh, here's me and Mike as Gomez and Morticia.
That's good.
That's nice.
And then here's my cake. Mike made it.
Looks great.
It's got worms.
Nice.
Yeah, that is how to send out the 20s right there. Nice.
That was
Love
so
it.
much work. I was like, why don't I have images? Yes. Do we want to try to play one of these games?
Oh, yes, games.
Do it.
I have to sign up before you do that. Just had to jump in real quick to see all of y'all because you're all amazing. But got to run right now. But I'll try to tune back in later to see how who you all would fed and behead.
All right.
About that. So
thanks for hanging out.
All right.
Yeah.
Stream. Bye.
Nice.
I did it.
We might also have like a last minute guest if he's not super tired. So we'll see. Everyone's always doing a million things, so I get it. We're gonna play Wed Bed Behead, which is just bone, marry, kill, but more fun to say than that. So I want to I guess let's just start. I know that not everyone has seen it, but people out there in the comments might have seen Squid Game. Who here in our group has seen Squid Game?
Me.
Seen it.
A little bit.
I have not seen it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You could
just
just
make
go
snap
off
judgments.
Appearances. Yeah, appearances.
Like they're hot, they're not. It's fine.
Judge the book by its cover. So I'm gonna give.
I know the premise though, so like.
Yeah. I'll give you 3 characters, and you we'll have like, because I have a lot of scenarios, we can have maybe like 2 people offer up their ideas, or whoever feels compelled
passionately. Yeah.
Okay.
So first up we have Ali Abdul,
Mm.
then we have Sabiok,
Damn.
and then we have Gang Yu.
Come on.
He's the one who slaps you.
That's
so
like
you know.
my boo from Train to Busan.
Yeah.
Like,
Train to
It's a
Busan.
boo son, you know?
yeah. Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean? No.
We specifically picked him in this one because he does slap people, and there was like a whole meme going around where it was like, so you want him to slap you now? Here's
What
how
does
to
that
cope.
mean?
Here's how to come to terms
On
with
the
your
show,
reawakens.
he just slaps people.
He's like,
Like when
in
they
the
get out of
beginning-
hand.
No, he has a very small part, but even then it's like
It's
he
pivotal.
just stuck with people. Yeah, they play a game, and if you lose, he slaps you. But if you win, he gives you money, like for every time you win, and every time you lose, he slaps you. So it's a very small part, and it's like it leads up to what eventually becomes the Squid Game. But he is
That
really
sounds
good, like maybe
that
5 minutes.
makes me think of The Secretary. Do you remember this movie with James Spader and Catherine Keener? No, Maggie Gyllenhaal. What am I saying? Sorry, wrong brunette. Maggie Gyllenhaal, where she's like his secretary. It's like a BDSM, but like better, way better than this 50 Shades of. I don't know. I didn't even. See
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But like it's like it's like done like fairy tale style. So it's like they really are into each other, and this is the beginning of them. She like learns. Yeah, well, she learns that's what she likes. Like she didn't even know, and he kind of introduces her to that, and like kind of turns her out, and she's like really good at it. But that's what it makes me think of, because she got to a place where she's like, how can I get spanked by him? Like,
and that's what everyone was
like,
thinking when they watched the show.
Yeah, that's what he did for her.
Yeah, like that's where I'm just like, purposely like,
anyone have an answer?
So you can slap me and let's get a safe word going on.
Exactly. So anyone have thoughts of wed, bed, behead?
Well, I'm clearly betting Train to Busan.
Okay.
And I don't know about the other 2, so I guess I'll just marry Mr. First Man, and I guess I'm gonna kill the girl. Sorry.
It's very hard because both of them are.
I don't know who's good or who's bad in this show, so
it's all based on looks.
Yeah. It's very shallow what I'm doing right now.
Well, the boo from Busan is getting the axe for me. That's automatic. Nope, not playing none of these games.
You don't want to be slapped by him, Isaiah?
No, I do not want to be slapped by him.
We're shady in this show.
I would not play the game. He slaps me, I'm just slapping him back instantly. But I'm definitely I think his name's Ali in the show. I'm definitely gonna marry. Yes, I'm definitely marrying him.
Boy.
He gets the ring on it for sure. Then I'm a bed the one who has the most smoldering eyes in the game. Yeah.
She's ridiculous.
That is a very like Blue Steel or like Calvin Klein like model look, or like.
I was tempted. These are all them in the show, but I was tempted to just they did like a magazine shoot, and she's like in a suit, and I was like,
yeah,
then
done.
Everyone knows what the answer is, so it's not allowed. So I can't do that. I can't set you up. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do some classic monsters. Let's do Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Dracula.
Some strong contenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are ridiculous.
I think I'd wed Dracula.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's got a lot of money,
Oh, gold digger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brainwash you and
never
convince you
gonna
to marry
die,
him.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like an
You got a castle, dog. Like it's your.
And then
That's true.
I guess I'd bed the creature from the Black Lagoon.
I mean, look
'cause,
at
I mean,
come here.
Yeah.
from Shape of Water,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Behead, too.
Totally.
And then I guess I'd behead Frankenstein. But honestly,
Just sew it back on.
yeah. he would care the least about being beheaded.
He would be like, "Thank you. No one asked to be alive."
Yeah.
That's
Those
fair.
are all
Again.
solid.
I just feel like you would have to behead Frankenstein because wouldn't that lead into like necrophilia if you bed him or wed him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he is dead technically.
But this
Yeah,
is also
the movie version, I guess.
This
he's
is also
he's
an animal, so
Yeah, like that's why I asked.
Okay.
Can I ask two of them? Can I just?
I'm just
no,
saying the word.
No,
no.
it's not an option.
Like,
It's
you
wed,
know-
bed, behead.
Okay.
I want it. It gets both better and worse from here. I just want to understand.
yeah.
Okay.
There are ones that are worse than this, but better also.
What if we
Okay.
do? All right, let's do some.
Wait.
final-
Everybody
Oh, yeah.
didn't answer. Isaiah was in the middle of like saying.
Oh,
true,
who
true,
he
true.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I guess no. Oh man. I guess that scene you put it up there, it does
Come
not
here,
make none
Isaiah.
of this easier.
Come here.
I think I'm gonna behead that just because and yeah, he's definitely getting. I'm gonna be in his trance, and I'll bed Frankenstein.
Your
Okay.
bed friend.
I'm with Mike with betting the creature from the Black Lagoon, or is that what it is? The Black Lagoon?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Really, just because like, what a story that would be. Like, I just honestly want to just be like, I did that.
Let me tell you.
What happened?
And then I'm actually gonna marry Frankenstein, and
Mm.
here's why:
The
because
monsters?
he can't mind control. Dracula will,
That's true.
Too
He's
much leverage.
manipulative. He's too
Yeah.
manipulative. Yeah.
He's too manipulative. Frankenstein can be manipulated. So there you go. But also, I just think that like no one would ever mess with me if that was my husband.
Yeah.
True.
So he would kind of like, I see it as like him being like my bodyguard in a way. Like, I don't even know if he needs to have sex or what needs to happen there. But like,
Yeah.
maybe we just need to like cuddle.
Yeah. Yeah. Marriage
You
doesn't
know.
equal sex forever, right? It's just like,
Yeah,
I could just be
yeah,
your
you know.
partner.
Yeah,
You
so I
know?
feel like
Yeah.
he would have my back and I could have his back. And I'm totally beheading Dracula. He's manipulative. He can mind control. Also, again, if
he's
I
so-
am married to Frankenstein and I beheaded Dracula, I like win. Like, who is gonna mess with me? I beheaded the most like famous vampire.
Yeah.
I'm married to like a juggernaut, and
Yeah.
I slept with the creature from the Black Lagoon and lived.
Pretty rad. Pretty
I'm
rad.
like,
Alright.
Tell
yeah.
the tales. Tell
There's
the
a dope
tales.
lore behind
I'm-
that already.
Yeah.
boss lady of the of the underworld. Like, I
so
can
real.
run things.
That is
So
real.
real. We have another guest.
Yes.
Catherine.
Welcome,
No.
Sergio.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. Sorry to be late.
Oh, it's okay. You're
Oh, good. It's
busy.
a fun hangout time.
I like your hero shot. He's got like the camera down.
Yeah, right.
Looking up at
Against
him.
my own. I have to deal with giant fingers because my my camera is at my keyboard level. It's not ideal.
Very
So
funny. Well,
Makes it look
welcome,
cool, though.
Serge. You caught us in the middle of our Wed Bed Behead. But for
Yeah.
people who don't know Sergio, you're a friend, and you've been on several episodes of The Ghouls as well.
yes, a big fan of the show. I work with Gabe full time, and I'm friends with everyone here on this call. So I haven't had the chance to meet.
Wimoto, yeah.
Yeah,
Wimoto.
Wimoto. I will
Yeah.
say Frankenstein is an absolute unit, so it's a great choice. So there's just no debating it. I think.
Yeah, that's real.
Pretty real.
Yeah.
Pretty real. I do appreciate that no one tried to kill the creature.
No. Well, Isaiah, you said you would be headed.
What?
Oh yeah, you did. You said you would kill him.
I was
That's
trying to
right.
live with it.
Aw, that makes me
Almost.
sad. Okay,
Almost
let's
was a
do
hard
Final Girls, and then we'll get weird again. Final Girls. We have the OG Ripley.
Mm.
We have Grace from Ready or Not,
Yeah, ready or not.
Mm.
Ooh, sounds
and
good.
Erin from You're Next.
Dang.
I did not
So
see
these
that.
are the final girls that fight back real hard. Like, they're not just surviving to the end. These are the ones who are like getting you back.
Heads and blenders, you know, they really
put
just
hands
survive.
in blenders. They're you know.
Erin is the one who puts heads in blenders. I don't know if that influences your decision, Wimoto, but
She-
she's just badass. Like,
She Home
Erin is
Alone.
You're Next.
Yeah,
Erin
You're
from
Next.
You're Next, and she Home Alone's the house that she was in, so it was booby trapped for the assailants who were trying to home invade. She like laid down a trap with like nails so that they came
Doomsday
in.
Prep style.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that movie
pretty rad,
now.
pretty rad,
Okay.
pretty rad. And then Grace is from Ready or Not.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch that. I was
She
interested.
does spend a lot of it running away, but then she quickly is like, you guys are messed up. Rich people messed up. I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
All right.
And then hopefully everyone knows who Ripley is.
Yeah.
It is for me personally, just because I mean she's been my bae since day one, right? Back in the days I was a kid. Ripley's like always been the coolest, so I have.
So is she a wed or a bed for you?
Wed.
Okay.
Wed.
So you're wedding.
I need her in my life forever to protect me from harm, you know.
Aww. And then who are you betting and who are you beheading?
Oh no, I guess I'm betting the woman for Ready or Not. Because I mean, just look at the strap. I mean, come on, she's ready to go. And I guess I have to behead Carrie.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Well, here's the thing with that. Good luck. Good luck to behead.
Try my best.
Yeah. Who's next? Who else has feelings about these ladies?
I mean, my answer is actually the same as Sergio's.
It's
pretty
really
similar
straightforward.
reasons.
I think these are really easy. This is an easy one.
Okay. All right.
It's reverse for me. Like I would switch the one from Ready or Not.
Yeah.
I think.
As you would behead her and then you would bed Aaron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Isaiah,
as
well.
I mean,
I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what my logic is around that. I haven't seen your next, but I saw Ready or Not, and I'm like,
that's real.
If she, you know, I don't know. I just like the idea of a woman who's like industrious. Like she like put booby traps all over the house for the home and you know, she's stand your ground kind of lady. I'm like,
I like that.
Well, she it wasn't her house. She was invited to a house and it was a trap by somebody else, similar to Grace's situation. But
I respect her even more now.
They didn't expect her. They thought she was just going to be another victim, and she was like, "No, I'm murdering you back. You messed with the wrong girl."
Yeah, that would be hot sex.
Yeah,
you just think about that. Like,
it would. I think
persona, that kind of person in the bedroom. Also, like, let's just go back to this picture here of her with the axe. Like,
I'm bringing it.
You just gotta love.
Powerful.
You know,
it's the intensity. It's the love.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's switch over to what I titled as Zaddies. We have Sang-Hwa from
Damn, that's a winner already.
All right.
Otherwise known as Best Dad from Train to Busan.
All right, so let's see the choices for behead and bed, because I think we all chose wed so far.
Hold on. We have Gabe.
Oh, yeah.
We have Gabe's unofficial husband, Winston Duke. Right. And then we have Dimitri.
Oh, this is also great.
Who's he?
Wait,
from?
what is this from?
He's from
First Purge.
Yeah.
Oh, the First Purge.
He fights. So if people haven't seen the First Purge, it's like the beginning of the Purge, and so they try to attack this lower income housing unit, and he fights back. You see this guy, like he goes floor to floor, like he does the raid all by himself against a bunch of like Nazis and racists, and protects the people that he loves. So that's just a little for you. He also helps the neighborhood kids play basketball.
Yeah.
So,
he's just
he's also
Mr. Rogers of but you know,
he's also
gotta make a living.
Yeah, what you gotta do.
Yeah,
you're just trying to kill him out there in these streets. What is he supposed to do?
So Best Dad. Gabe, not best dad, but fine, you know.
Yeah,
decent dad.
The decent dad.
And Dimitri, who we don't know if he ever became a dad, but he was a father figure to many boys in that neighborhood.
Okay, so regarding Dimitri, is it like I don't know if he lives in this movie. So is this like a world where it's like post First Purge, where I would be marrying, where one would be marrying him?
True. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe it's post. Well, okay, we have to operate under the assumption that that Gabe is not married because none of us have a chance. Then it's not even allowed. So they're all single, because this is also Best Dad too. So they're all single, and they're not like crazy, you know, like they haven't like snapped because of all the stress that they endured.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that we
Survived
know
in
the
the scenario,
potential
yeah.
that they have for survival, but maybe they haven't been put there. They're just themselves being good guys.
I didn't realize I was marrying into the lore of the film as well. This changes my opinion on many
No.
space.
I think it's just
A lot of
for who they
zombies.
are
I know,
as
I was just
people,
like-
as character people.
Okay.
Who, like, just what qualities we want to marry. That's what we're going for. They're single. They're ready to mingle.
I think I have to marry Winston Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gotta keep
I
showing
would
the
just
skill.
I would have such a good time. So many good memories. You know,
That's fair.
it's a long game, right?
Yeah.
I would obviously wed what was his name? The first guy?
Sangwa?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
His name is not.
Yeah,
Best
I'd bet
Dad,
him.
that's
Yeah,
what I-
Best
Best
Dad.
dad.
That's
And then
the best
behead
dad.
Dimitri.
I'd have to.
Oh.
I mean,
Again,
he'd
good
take
luck.
me. He'd
Good
take me
luck,
out, so
yeah.
it'd be like it'd really easy for him. It'd be fine.
You
I wouldn't feel bad about
sound
it.
more
This is
all
part of the
over
rules of the
again.
game.
You're like, I'm sorry, no.
This is the sacrifice I made. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, Gabe or Sangwa will protect you.
That's true.
From him.
I would
I
marry
would-
Best Dad. I already know.
Yeah, I definitely would marry Best Dad.
Yo.
And then I would bed. Was it Dimitri the final guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry, Gabe. I'd have to behead Gabe.
There can only be one Gabe in your life.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
we're
me too.
it's like when you like the decisions you're making, it's for us. So like we're marrying Sangwa, right? And we're betting Dimitri, like me and you.
Oh, right. There's
Oh,
two of us.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this situation.
Interesting.
Your choices are
Does that carry over? Like, did we marry Dracula too?
No.
That's what I'm thinking now.
It's just this scenario
Just this one,
specifically.
Just this one. Okay.
I'm with
Although
you,
it is
Mike.
hard. I don't know.
I'm 100% on Mike with
Yeah,
that
I'm with
order.
Mike as well.
Gotta
That
marry
same
Best
exact
Dad.
order. Yeah.
Yeah. That
I support.
was a good one.
If
Okay.
what Mike said is Gabe's choice, then what Isaiah said is my choice. And that's what
Crazy how it's particularly this scenario, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
It works.
What time are we at? Okay, let's do like one or two more. Kat, should we do
Your dog is very cute, Sergio.
Oh, thank you. He's a monster.
But he's the cutest monster.
He is. He very much is.
Kat, slasher
Yes.
1, 2,
Okay.
or yeah, I don't know.
Anime? Because there's two animes.
2 slashers.
Two
We haven't done any
slashers.
of the slashers yet,
Yeah,
and we haven't done monstrous or toys.
true. I think
or
we have
Zaddies
to do.
too. We didn't do Zaddies part 2.
That's true. It's true. We just did a serious one, so let's do monstrous villains.
Okay. Monstrous villains. Here we go. You have. Let me find them on my list here.
Best mom.
Oh,
That's
God.
mom. You have the Predator.
Oh, sweet.
You have werewolf from any given werewolf film. There's not a lot of good ones. This one specifically is from Underworld, but I
Right.
really there's not like
Well,
the
Kate
one.
Beckinsale.
You know? Yeah. Kate, how did she get into that outfit?
Yeah.
Could it be the 80s cult classic Wolves of Wall Street? Can I marry one of those? One of those guys.
think-
if you want to. I want to put ginger snaps
I-
on there.
I feel the best wedding option is probably the lycanthrope, only because it will turn back to
It's
a
a
human at some
person?
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where
Yeah,
you're
Does
going
come
there.
with
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
again.
That's
Also,
real.
can you turn into a werewolf if you marry the werewolf?
Oh
Like, how does
my
it
God.
transfer?
Or
So-
your baby's
No,
werewolves.
no, he's still
That's
like
true.
you have to be You have to be bitten.
I mean,
There's a
Yeah,
bite.
it could be
Depends on the
like,
lore.
can they
Depends on
bite
the
you?
lore.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. Well, then you'd have to survive the transformation, so it's kind of like
True.
it's on you
That's
at
true.
that point.
yeah.
All right. Fair,
So then,
fair.
who are we betting between
That
Best
was
Mom and Predator?
See, I feel like Predator might be the better option because, like, with all very ugly, don't get me wrong, but very skilled. I feel like you just
That's true.
gotta be skilled.
But look how many mouths
Ain't no
Mom
way.
has.
Ain't no way. Not even 10 tequila shots deep. Would I? No.
Yeah.
We know how the xenomorph life cycle goes. We know what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
How they bed you is they put an egg
Just the
in you.
face of like. I got a little too late. Fear.
I was envisioning what that would look like, and it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for me it's just really simple because like Predator looks like he has a penis, and the xenomorph does. I know the xenomorph doesn't have a penis. I know.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
So, like, look it down there. Like, there's like a package going on in that picture.
Why? Look.
I'm just. What do you mean? Because what? I'm putting everybody was thinking it. Is the question that we're asking here. Everybody was thinking it, but the xenomorph, like I know what happens. I know that she lays eggs, and then there's like a face hugger situation. So there is no, and then what? She's gonna like bleed acid on. Like, how is this even gonna work?
True. She does have acid blood. That's something to
She does not play well with others. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to seduce this thing. Like, I would just, just throw an egg at me, and I'd be like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I'm trying to do.
I bought you flowers. You don't like flowers?
I'm trying to talk to you, and she would be like, you know, like that's all would be happening. Yeah, you know, the Predator.
Don't
you can
put
like
your second mouth out at me, okay?
I know, right? Get an attitude and everything, and so like,
I can't remember. Does the tongue have a separate voice of its own?
They don't really have a voice.
Nobody has a voice.
In Family Guy, yes. Otherwise, I'm not sure.
That's the voice.
Oh my god.
But Predator has like language. They're communicating. You know, I don't know. There could be like a Google Translate thing where I could be like, all right, I'm in this thing where like I lost the bet and I have to like do it to you. Is that
Predator's got a job? Predator's got a job. You know what I mean? He got pension.
He can support you. He can provide.
Yeah.
Predator's got a 401k. Yeah.
A whole ship.
He knows how to like, you know, hunt for your food.
Yeah. Dedication to the craft.
Kill your enemies.
Yeah.
Plus alien technology.
Yeah.
That's always
as like a one night stand.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Call him back
again.
For the story.
What is the story? You know, like you know, right? Like that would be the story. Like, what's the craziest one night stand you've ever had? Well,
have you ever been to this side of the galaxy? All right. I'm gonna do one that I think is fun.
Okay.
We're gonna do slashers, and we're gonna do Billy, Ghostface, Candyman, Tony Todd, or Candyman.
Okay.
That's the one I'm marrying.
Yeah, they mimic that as well.
Gotta marry
It's a
Dr.
good
Manhattan.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan. That's
right.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna make this hard for everyone, so I specifically was like, shirtless, and then it had like this whole like collage where it was like all the times he was shirtless and that, and then just his butt from Dr. Manhattan. And I was just like, okay, this is like this isn't fair for anyone. I'm sorry. Yeah. So we're all collectively.
We're all marrying him.
Yeah, I think that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would be behead the first guy because he kind of sucked.
He's pretty manipulative.
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry,
He's
Skeet.
a Sprouse twin. I want to bet him.
Sorry, Skeet.
Also, like
He
always
looks like a
risk that they'll
Sprouse.
murder you. Like that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
Which
He murdered his partner
he
in the
was pretty
film.
charming. He was pretty charming.
He was.
Until he murdered.
Yeah.
I mean,
Again.
Until he
the real question is like, is that guy gonna be better in bed than the other Candyman or not?
Tony Todd.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. Tony Todd is like in this as Candyman. His chest is exposed and he is full of bees. And he does have a
bees are a part of the experience.
He also has a hook for a hand.
He also has a hook for, which is like, I mean, can he take it off? Because maybe not. Like you don't want to be scratched.
It's like a bloody.
Leave the hook on during sex. The hook stays on.
But
no, I'm gonna kill Tony Todd.
Chest,
I'm
gonna kill Tony Todd and then bed Billy.
I
I mean, he got Sydney. He got Sydney. He was pretty
He
charming
did.
in that scene.
He
I was
did.
like, I know you're not supposed to, but
He has all his parts, so
I
I think
He's
that
not filled with
again.
bees.
Yeah.
Not those bees. That's right.
Yeah, I
Important
just feel like
factor.
it's like back to the whole predator versus xenomorph. It's like, who has the parts though for me to do this? And I remember the first Candyman. He's just gonna come in with all his bees, talking all like, "In the night, be my victor," all this like monologuing with his deep voice, and I'm like,
right now.
and I'm just gonna be like,
I'm
I'm not
tired.
trying to do that, and then it's just gonna be like hornets, and it's the same thing where he's gonna be like, open up his coat, and there's gonna be all these bees, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not trying to do that right now. That's not what I'm trying to do. Like
These aren't a good part of foreplay. It doesn't work.
That's not what I meant. You know, just be like, I don't know what you mean.
That's fair. That's fair.
Kat, do we want to move on to your section?
Sure. I am down with that. We have many scenarios for you. You do get extra points if you guess what horror movie this scenario is inspired by. The points mean nothing other than just like you did it.
It's like whose line?
Yeah. Points mean nothing, but you
Perfect.
get them, and then maybe your heart feels better. You're just like,
Yeah, you get
good
kudos.
today.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm going to describe a scenario from a horror, or a scenario inspired by a horror movie. It's not exactly the same. And then whoever feels the most passionately, that can be one or two people, or we can kind of collectively discuss, will say what they will do in that scenario. So are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Scenario 1. You have fallen in love. You know, you're head over heels. You really think you have found the one for you, and you feel safe enough to go meet that person's family. You arrive, everyone's like nice. They're
Can
fine.
I buzz in? Is this a thing? Can I?
No,
the scenario's gonna come.
I think I know also.
Conflicts between some family members. I think you know because I set it up that way, and it's not. There's obvious conflicts between some family members, jealousy between siblings, some uncomfortable interactions between your partner and their parents. You sit down to dinner, and just as your partner and their siblings start yelling at each other, an arrow goes through the head of your partner's other sibling. Everyone is screaming and panicking. It seems there are people outside, and they want you dead. What do you do?
This is Ready or Not?
No.
This is The Hills Have Eyes.
Nope.
No.
It's The Purge.
It's none of these.
No, it's the I forgot the movie name again, but it's You're Next, or the Escape from the House one.
It is Your Next.
Yeah.
But also, what do you do, guys,
What do
in
you
that
do in this
specific
situation?
scenario?
So Mike,
Like, what are your choices?
Well, okay, so what are we allowed? Like, what did we bring to this event?
Sure.
Whatever you would bring to meet a significant other's family. You have not prepared
within reason.
specifically. You're not the character from Your Next. Like, you're not Aaron. You're you.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And you're meeting your significant other's family for the first time.
I'd get on the ground.
Yeah, dude, I'd hide like immediately.
Yeah,
under the table.
hit the deck. Hit the deck.
Yeah, they're still outside. You don't know that they're inside or not. You don't know why.
Check cell phone. Is there reception?
Yeah, calling the authorities, hitting the deck, and then grabbing a weapon. If we're eating dinner, or am I close to the kitchen? Like, let me get something.
It's
Yeah,
like
the knife's coming down with me.
house.
Grab the knife, go down.
Yeah,
their family's like pretty well off. You didn't know that before you went, but like they really like kind of have like a big house. So, like,
Is there like a decorative gun somewhere?
I want a blunt object. I'm getting like a
candlestick,
like a blunt instrument nearby, and
there's
like
decor to pick from,
and like hiding, like you gotta press yourself up against the wall, right? Like getting away from the windows.
Yeah. Arrows are coming through there, so that's smart.
Yeah.
Whatever the direction the arrow came in, I'm gonna flip the table that way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna flip
Crouch behind the table. Yeah.
That would be so hot. Like if okay, I'm at a party and like somebody like flips a table, I'd be like, yo, that guy's the protagonist of this.
When did the head? No, I'm kidding.
You'd be like, I'm not gonna live. Let's all go.
Yeah, follow that one.
Follow that one.
They act rashly.
They're gonna make it through this.
It's like, there's the alpha male. Okay, so we're all just gonna like rally around this guy who flipped the table.
Tell us where to go. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
So it's interesting. Not everyone would be the person in the scenario that would be leading the way. That's interesting. Because usually if you're in the movie, you think yourself, you're like, I'm going to be the person Like
I don't think, but in the situation, like an arrow goes
through someone's head.
Somebody's head.
Yeah.
Never see this happen in real life.
That's shock. That's
extreme shock. Like what?
The first arrow through head experience.
The first thing I'm gonna do is scream, or at the very least, go like.
And everyone else.
One of those inaudible screams.
That's the normal reaction.
Like on it, like let's be real, like that would happen, and you would sit there and do nothing until the second arrow came.
Yeah,
and then you would be like, oh, and you'd grab a thing, or you get down, and then maybe under
Mike
the
has
table.
already flipped the table.
And then you shock the table, Mike. Like I don't think you're gonna flip it right away. The first thing you're gonna do is just like scream like Ned Flanders. And then the table.
This arrow burger. That is the valid.
I have a scenario clarification.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are somehow made aware that the people are outside coming to get us. How are we made aware of this? Is it the second arrow, or is it an announcement? Like,
solid question. A second arrow enters the house through a different window, but misses.
Okay, well, yeah.
Okay.
That's when I snap out of it. Yeah.
Are they like two windows next to each other? Are they two different sections of the house coming in?
No,
or are they like parallel?
If you want to continue this scenario, after the arrows, you see a masked figure outside the house approaching that window.
Yeah. I'm grabbing a blunt. I'm trying to like run away to a safer room, possibly the basement. Honestly, like now that you say all of that, the first thing I'm gonna think is the clan, or like some like tiki torch carrying hate group. And I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna respond the way like I heard of like my dad and my grandfather, like stories of my family of how they responded when the Klan rolled into their town. So like I'm gonna do like something like that, which didn't involve being a hero of any kind. It was just like, how do we not get caught?
Yeah.
I can show the scene. I just found it on the. It wasn't a part of our thing, but I thought it might be fun. Let's see.
Oh, that was the face I was making earlier when Predator.
That was a
narrative value. I mean, I've had enough.
Oh, this is okay. So they're fighting.
Oh, everyone turns to notice it. They don't even see the arrow come in.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so scary if I turn around.
Oh, no, I'm not standing up. I'm not standing up. That's not what I'm doing. I'm definitely
you know what?
Under the table.
That was too much panic for me. I feel
like
I'm like, oh snap, person just got capped. I gotta get the hell up out of here. Definitely gunning under a table, I think.
Or running out of the room, right?
Yeah.
Like running out of the room right away.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
you know what? It's funny you mentioned the basement. I'd get higher ground. I want to know how are we surrounded? What is the situation here?
You're go up the stairs instead of out the front door.
For some reason I was thinking of like, are they gonna fight? Are they gonna burn it down? Like where's the safe place where like that was what I was thinking, because I would think a hate group, like this is the first thing to rationalize it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna think like some like roving group of whatever the
strangers.
It's
it wasn't you were home. It's like this is on purpose.
Yeah, everyone should, just so everyone knows, you should go and watch your next. Some amazing gore, and just like they really are trying to survive, and some really crazy things happen. Like I'm just thinking of like the sister.
What's the year?
She tries to go out the front door.
The year?
She gets beheaded, right?
2011.
With the tripwire?
Yeah. 2001? Really?
No, 200013. No, I said 11. 13.
Yeah.
2013. Sorry.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, super good.
I like this idea of going to higher ground, though, Sergio. Like getting up there and being like.
I mean, but that's again why I'm following Mike, and people shouldn't follow me. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're right. If they burn the house down, I'm coming down with the house. Like, if I'm in the roof,
if you're upstairs,
But like, maybe it's a matter of like divide and conquer. Like, I don't know. Is there like we run out of this room, out of this dinner, and we're like hiding in a closet, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the basement. You go upstairs, and like we text each other. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I was raised on the prequels, having the higher ground and all that. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess if there's cell service, call whatever sort of authorities, but also since Facebook's already listening, might as well just start a story or something.
Yeah, just like live stream.
That's a good point.
People are nosy, so.
Hurry, y'all.
I love that
Zuckerberg
we're
to the
all.
rescue.
I will say I love that we're all at this dinner together.
We are.
Oh, we are?
Well,
No,
yeah,
making
like,
out. All right.
in this scenario, we've
Who
all,
gets
like,
hit in the forehead though? Like not any of us.
No,
No.
No. We all
Somebody's
see it happen.
sibling.
It's the
Yeah.
person that we didn't like, but we invited because we felt bad for
Yeah.
them.
It's
Yes.
everyone
Oh,
that
no.
one like awful cousin that you have that
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
things out of pocket at Thanksgiving. It was that one.
Yeah,
that's
that
fair.
Like,
All right.
oh no, but okay.
We have 2 more scenarios.
Yeah.
We have. I want somebody to pick a number between 2 and 5.
3. No, wait, 4.
4. Okay. You're returning home after a long day to your apartment where you live with your significant other. This apartment's on the first floor for context for what happens later. You go to bed, everything's cool. Everything's normal. There's some weird stuff on TV, the news. This guy was at the store and he got bit by somebody else. That was weird. But you don't really think too much of it because, it just seems like that's just a
You live in
strange
Florida and people
Yeah. People got bit. You're not especially concerned. You sleep fine. But
I
you
go to
wake
sleep
up-
after that? No way.
Yeah.
Not
You
happening.
didn't
That's not
wake
me.
up.
Okay, listen.
Fine.
How many?
It's just
I
on
have
the news.
watched news stories of someone just bit somebody and had I've survived
has
and got to
happened.
sleep.
Yeah.
Or you
that
saw it on
happens.
Facebook and you
Yeah.
scrolled.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not you don't think anything of it. You go to bed, you feel fine. You wake up the next morning and your partner sees a little girl in the doorway. She doesn't look good. Something's kind of wrong. She has a lot of blood on her. They go to investigate specifically, and that child bites your partner. You're very upset. You're panicking. The child has been knocked out. Your partner starts to bleed aggressively from his neck and dies. You
So
try.
the girl was. Wait, I'm sorry. The girl
Yes.
was in the doorway, like our front doorway or the doorway
Oh,
of our
bedroom
bedroom?
doorway.
That's
They're
what I
in your
thought.
house somehow.
So
I
in
don't
my
know.
house.
They're not your child.
Okay.
Live in the suburbs.
Okay.
Presumably, do not lock your doors.
Yes.
I feel like that's the only way that would have happened. But yes,
I
okay.
mean,
Continuing the
I
scenario.
know what this. Film
Yeah, you know
is,
exactly. They die. You're very upset, and you're sitting on the edge of the bed.
Presumably.
You're crying, and you hear them sit up. They've just died.
partner.
You hear them sit up. You turn. Their eyes are crazy. They're jumping at you. You run for the bathroom and you barricade yourself inside, but they're really trying to push through the door. There's a window. You jump out, and you notice
whole
that
film.
outside everyone is panicking. There are other people who are trying to bite people. You get into your car. Where do you go? What's your next step?
Also, what's the film?
What state am I in?
I mean,
Was this Dawn of the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Shaun of the
really?
Dead for a joke,
Mhm.
but I couldn't get the.
oh wait, is that the one with the Zack Snyder shot where it looks at the zombie and then they run off when they're driving away?
Yeah, where it's
yes.
a long scene of the whole
Jumps in the windshield.
suburb is
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I thought you were talking about Black Summer. Did anybody watch that?
Oh, I haven't. No.
That also scenarios were in there as well. I didn't finish that show because after a while, all the choices that every character made just frustrated me. But
Yeah,
I was just like, why are you? Come on.
Yeah.
But the first season, they do some really interesting camera work.
Yeah.
For that, for like really long shots where it's just the same thing where you're following a group and you think that this is the people that you're following, and then one of them gets bit, and then it's the one that runs away, and
I've
that.
seen it, actually.
Like they
I
do
think
a lot
I've
of
seen
things.
it. It's
And
on
there was-
Netflix.
Yeah, and there's
Yes.
this one. This is not sorry for a tangent, but there was I saw the most amazing thing, and I just have to say, you follow this girl, like a scenario like this. You follow her. She gets bit. She changes, and then you follow her as a zombie, and it goes on for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was this is the coolest. And then I was like, is one of the protagonists just going to be a zombie? This is the most amazing show that I'm just going
That is
to
pretty
be with her sometimes, eating people's faces. I'm like, oh my God. It
Walking
was
Dead
great.
did that. That was cool when they did it too. I like that. I'm a big fan of that.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
But where am I going?
Yeah. This is your zombie origin story.
This is my zombie. Everybody's dead. Everybody in my life is dead.
What day is it?
Or the week?
Actually, that's a great
also,
question. Yeah.
what day is it? And Sergio's question, what state am I in?
What state am I in? I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I like in the way I sleep? In which case, just boxers, or is this like?
Yeah, you're
like,
you in this scenario.
Did I wake up
however it is
early
that
and
you
get
went to
dressed?
bed.
Okay.
Now,
However you went to
maybe
bed.
in that scenario, it wasn't like someone broke through your door. It wasn't a child. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
because a lot of us live
Well,
in
sorry,
Philly.
Gabe.
So
Yeah, I didn't wake up and see the kid, and I didn't.
they went through the
investigate
window,
kid.
and they're in your house now. And then you escape,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah,
you have to
that's
go
the thing.
somewhere.
Yeah. What state am I in?
Can we choose the state, or are you
are we in the states
Sure.
that we currently?
Yeah, maybe
I think
you're.
it's fine
Maybe
if you're
we're
where you
here.
are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in PA.
I'd probably be driving to my mom's house.
Okay, you're assuming people survive. Okay.
I mean,
headed
there's
to the
also
shore.
she's got like a ton of camping stuff in the basement,
Fair.
so I can take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely driving out. So I'm leaving the city,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to find some sort of way to call family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to the shore.
That's right.
I'm going to the shore. I've seen my favorite zombie movies have been in theme parks. I'm going to a theme park. I'm going to Wildwood. I'm going to Atlantic City. And
Right. What if it was
yeah.
Labor Day weekend though?
Oof.
There's a
Oh.
lot of people there.
Oh
though.
my
Yeah.
god.
You be screwed.
What if, Kat? You're the one setting the rules. I don't.
Labor Day weekend.
Okay, well then, no, I'm not going to the shore.
No.
I might swing by like a nearby pharmacy and stock up on like antibiotics and painkillers and stuff.
Okay.
I'll just assume society has collapsed and I'm going into the woods.
You're
to
gonna
live.
assume society's collapsed like right away.
Yeah, just
All right,
like
it's
that.
a few days till society collapse. There's still news on. You still have
Okay.
some cell phone
Oh, the news is
signals.
on.
Will
They're gonna have
spotty.
stories about this dude in his boxers robbing a Rite Aid with a trash bag
for
full
a
of.
day, and then the news goes away.
Yeah.
You got a few days.
But no,
of TV.
it's like it's definitely like trying to get out of the city or like and trying to maybe even just like getting into a less populated area would kind of be like the thing and establishing some kind of contact. And then like if I'm in my PJs, then the next thing is like how do I get water and shoes and like clothes and a bat or a gun or something? Like
Maybe
if I'm
rob
just in
a
my
Dick's Sporting Goods?
PJs,
Yeah.
I need
really
like
pull
a
out the window,
sports bra. Like
Yeah.
Man.
If only
That's-
there was one place where all of those things are
The mall.
that you could go.
Yeah.
that
I
you could
stopped by
go
the
to.
Metroplex
Yeah.
on
That
my
could
way.
be-
no, but you
You
can't
know.
go in. But you've got to assume that it's full of like people running around. Like you
You
want to
just
Well,
go.
it's
drive
the
in.
morning. It's the early morning, so I
You
don't
just
think
drive
you're
into
there
it.
yet.
Like
It's
there's
Labor
no
Day
parking,
weekend.
just-
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
like
not gonna forget that. That's
shoes-
important detail.
That's an important detail. It's true.
You've ruined his plans, so now no one can be happy.
You have GPS for a solid 3 hours before that goes down. So you have 3
3
hours.
hours.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that
yeah,
like?
3 hours. I don't know
Wow.
why I decided that. That's what it is.
I mean, if I have like a big timer, then I'll use like Google Maps to put the route in to get into the middle of the forest,
Yeah.
and then just save that.
You have
So
to channel your map quest days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Worked out.
Are you gonna really think to MapQuest though? Like as you jump into the car and like
No,
run, like
absolutely
you
not.
know,
Definitely not.
I'm just imagining
can
like
write it
people
down.
running in front of your car and like
Yeah,
how
it's
far
chaos.
can you even how far can you even really get in a vehicle?
You
Like
might have to. You're
you gonna
definitely
be
gonna have
running
to
over
get a new
people?
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, does anyone know how to hotwire a car?
That's
I'm gonna watch
On
it
our
on
that's a
team.
good point.
No.
Lock
I
and
really
key
no
comes in
idea.
handy in
Put
this.
that
You have to
thing in
practice putting your key in the lock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way we slept. So
Yeah.
But like
I
real
don't
talk
sleep
though,
with my
like
keys.
would you run to your car right away? Like if you're in the bathroom, you jump out the window. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna run around and try to get back into my house.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's a good point.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
probably
Get
what
the
I
stuff
would
I
really
need.
do
yeah.
to like get
But-
myself together and also to maybe kill.
Your
Yeah.
partner.
You have to kill your partner.
That's not your
That's
partner
the
anymore.
stress.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
yeah, but like
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what you
but
have
like,
to do to
I
be able to
didn't
get the
warn
stuff.
you yet, and now I have to
Mostly.
murder you.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
still
a
be a
good
little
point.
sad about it.
I
you
just
know?
don't
Take
know
my
if I would like
domain back.
abandon my house right away. I think I would run back
I'm
into
gonna
it.
survive.
Another
that later.
clarification question:
Sure.
Are we us with our knowledge of zombie movies?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
So we
okay.
see that it's
Yeah,
like,
pop
oh shit, it's
culture
a zombie.
exists.
I didn't
Yeah.
think this was possible. You got to wait out at least one season because then all the zombies will either decay or they'll freeze and then decay again. So then,
Just wait it out.
Yeah.
yeah,
We don't
you
know
just
what
gotta wait
zombies
1
they
year
are,
and
but
you're
we have
fine.
Like,
had
good
the
thing we
pop
went to
culture
Target
of zombie
earlier.
movies.
Yeah, we did
Got
go to
some
Target,
food.
put all
We got
that
some
stuff into a
nuts,
trash bag.
Granola.
put it in the back of the
That
Miata and
changes
just
everything.
drive.
Like that, I'm me with what I know. Then I feel like my partner and I, we've talked about like what we're gonna do in a zombie apocalypse and what happens if one. So I'm actually probably just running through a scenario that we've spoken about in terms of, like we might actually have a go bag somewhere.
Yeah.
Bags are real.
And this is also for that question, Kat. Is your partner also them with the knowledge of zombies? Because it goes to that question of like when you're posing that to Mike and some person broke into our house, even if it's, or if there's a kid in our house that's acting,
and they don't look good and be like,
am I approaching this kid?
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Gabe,
I'm like, if
don't do that.
And be like,
they're
okay,
like my bedroom
close the
doorway.
door.
Yeah.
You have also just woken up though, so like you're not fully within. Like I don't know about everybody here, but when you first wake up, are you within your full faculties to recognize that is a kid?
Am I
a kid in a zombie?
I'm not in my full faculties to recognize that this is a zombie, but I am like also my inhibitors are down, so I am gonna be like, that's a creepy kid. Kick it.
Yeah.
The other part,
I'm awake enough to kick a kid.
Yeah.
The other part, though, is that in that film, and so I think we should kind of keep it, is that they knew the kid because it was like, your neighbors. So you know that kid. So it's like, what happened to you? Why are you in my house? Because in another world, like if it wasn't zombies, the answer might be that something happened to their parents.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So that would be more inclined to like go check out this kid.
Are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a neighbor in my house uninvited.
Neighbor's kid in my house. I'm thinking like there's some kind of emergency that's happened. So and so is, I don't know. There's some kind of break-in or something going on. I'll go over there.
Yeah,
but I do feel like you get close enough. I do feel like once you get close enough and you see their eyes.
My mind.
I mean, some people are strong enough to strong arm the kid and remove the kid. Like some people's partners would be able to do that. So that is still relevant in this scenario. I think I will allow. You maybe beat the kid. I don't know. Like you maybe you don't get it in the first place.
You have your
partner. On who your partner is.
You're not.
But zombies are still there. That's still happening.
Right.
There's still an angry child that you have kicked and closed the door on. They're trying to break through the door. That's still.
No, we're gonna have a plan to kill this kid. Unfortunately, we're gonna have a plan. Or if I get bit, I know what's gonna happen, and then I'm gonna be like, lock me in the basement.
That's true.
And get the thing and leave.
And we hope that it's that kind of zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the kid would get me. If it was in my doorway, I would think the worst. I'd think like, oh my God, purge situation, people outside killing each other. This kid looking for help.
Yeah.
I'd approach the kid. It'd get me first.
But once you've gotten bit, wouldn't you be like to your partner,
kill me?
You need, you need to go. Like lock me in a thing or like kill me.
Me and the kid are gonna go somewhere. Like we're gonna exit. I'm gonna take this kid outside, and then you lock the door behind me.
Yeah, you Anna in the Apocalypse,
We're gonna
which is a reference probably only Gabe and I know, unless you watch that episode.
Excellent.
We have one more if we have time, but if not, that's also fine.
Up to our guests.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about rules.
We're doing.
All right. The options are 2, 3, or 5.
2 or 3. 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Trey.
3.
3. All right. You are a babysitter in a small town. You are younger in this scenario. You're still you, but you're a teenage you. And you are a babysitter in a town, whatever town you live. You and your friend make good money watching neighborhood kids while their parents go do stuff. Over the last few weeks, you've noticed there's been this strange man standing vaguely off in the distance. Your friend saw him standing behind bushes once, and that was super sus. So you're aware that this guy is kind of like weirdly standing in public, kind of
went from moderately sus to super sus.
By the time like you notice him, he's gone. You know what I mean? But you notice that it makes you feel a little uneasy as you go into your babysitting adventure. Tonight, you're going to babysit a young boy and plan to decorate a pumpkin because it's also the spooky season. While you're there, you're on the phone with your friend that is watching the neighborhood kid next door, and they hang up unexpectedly. At the same time as them hanging up, the boy you were watching starts screaming, and he's yelling that he just saw the boogeyman go into the house next door. The house your like best friend in this scenario is inside of. What do you do?
First of all, this is Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
It is.
I definitely call the cops.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just be like, a stranger just went into the house next door.
Okay.
And that's what I would leave it at that. I wouldn't say boogeyman. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just say somebody
Yeah.
broke in next door.
Yeah.
Solid answer.
Absolutely, I'm doing that. I'm locking all the doors. I'm closing all the curtains, and I'm turning off all the lights so it looks like nobody's home.
Yeah.
Yo, this is like really scary. This is like of all the scenarios, the scariest one.
This one's the most
and
likely
then we're
to happen.
hiding, and we're hiding somewhere where I feel like we can exit easy, but like I'm like we're gonna hide here, and it's just gonna look like nobody's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
After calling the
I would definitely believe the kid, even
Yeah.
though they said the boogeyman. I wouldn't be like Jamie Lee Curtis and be like, there is no boogeyman.
Yeah, what? Like the kid saw something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I don't know why she didn't. I don't know. Did her phone die? Was that what happened? Did he disconnect the phone?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Okay, well then
cut
that's
off
the scenario.
Yeah, but no, like being cut off mid-sentence like that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Suspect.
When
Yeah.
like and then the kid does that, I would.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
didn't see him go in, but he did. The child did say the
Yeah.
boogeyman went in.
Like it's like
Yeah.
make it look like it's nobody's there. Call somebody, and then I try to call my friend back. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus-
Teenage-
Yeah, I keep calling my friend.
Yeah. You can break it down because, like, if the lights are on and the phone is not working, then if you hear a dial tone, that means that they just hung up. If you don't hear anything, then it just means the phone is disconnected. And if the lights are still on, it's not a power outage. It just means it's an issue with the phone line. And that means that
the window might
This
flip
is
the
a world
table,
where
so-
like
Yeah.
yeah.
This
is a world where like these houses have landlines.
Yes,
We're not
you
talking about a
are
cell phone.
with the technology that late middle school you had.
Yeah.
Early high school.
I mean, at that point, we actually did
Oh,
have
the
a
phone.
line.
Yeah, some people had
Yeah.
cell phones. Some people had landlines still.
Had both, yeah.
But it's kind of in that transitional period.
I would
Mhm.
say that teenage me was still a big horror movie buff and also didn't trust people and was trained to suspect that everyone was secretly a murderer. So I would immediately jump to a 10. I would have been like,
Yeah, me
okay,
too.
that
I'd
is
be at a
not
10.
Yeah.
the way that works. I need to call an adult. I need to call
Yeah.
for an adult. I'm
Yeah.
not the adult. Even now, I'd be like, I
That's
need to
fair.
call an adult.
I'd be crying and shitting my pants. I'd be
Like,
like a wreck.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
that's good.
My counter offer is they've called you, but they're in the house.
Who's
Oh,
calling?
The
no.
calls
Oh,
coming
I-
from
Yeah,
I'm
they
inside.
call
gonna
from
go
inside the
grab
house.
one of my many swords from the
While you're
wall
babysitting.
and face
Yeah.
them in single combat.
But who?
What's
But who
good?
That was a
called
total change in scenario. Like when a stranger calls.
Who called me? Like a stranger? Like somebody?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then what-
Heavy
what are they-
breathing.
And
just
said
heavy breathing.
Ask when
Yeah.
was the last time you checked on the kids?
Yeah.
I have kids.
Oh, you're
watching
babysitting.
babysitting.
You're watching
Oh.
children.
And it said, when's the last time you checked on the kids?
Fuck them kids.
And then
I'd leave. I'd run. I would run. Like immediately, dude. They're in the house. Dude, no.
It's good. The answer I didn't expect, but I welcome.
He said I'm going. Bye. Hey, you
That's good.
I'd
Timmy,
be calling
poor
the
Timmy.
authorities from down the blocks.
Yeah, it's like, dang, that's crazy.
There's somebody in that house.
I have to check on those kids, but I'm not gonna. So-
Wow, for that. Bye.
Oh,
So
it's
I'm,
wild, but-
I'm downstairs in the living room,
Uh-huh.
right? That's where I get this car, and they're like, "When was the last time you checked on the kids?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last time was a while ago because they went to bed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's one of those great babysitting gigs where you're just like they sleep the entire time you're there and you get to watch TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do your
I'm
homework.
locking. I'm locking all the things if I haven't already.
How big are these
And I'm
houses
turning,
if
I'm
somebody can
turning
sneak
on all.
in?
Yeah, I'm turning on
True.
all the lights. Like they always leave everything. I'm just like turning everything on. I'm grabbing something.
Yeah.
I'm hanging up on this heavy breather and calling the police and being like, "This happened." Especially if I'm in some like big fancy house. I'm like in a like rich white people neighborhood. I'm like, so you're gonna show up on time because you care. So like,
Yeah.
here it is. And like I'm gonna call all y'all. Like I'm just like. Yeah, doing
Yeah.
all of the things. I'll probably like turn on all the lights with the weapon and maybe even go up and do, check on the kids, but I'll be streaming the whole thing. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I'm
Live
getting
streaming
the-
to Facebook or
yeah,
Meta.
like
Yeah.
that's like the most like attention.
Yo, that's a
and,
great
like,
idea.
All the lights
Yes.
and all of the things and like
Being dramatic. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
this is when we're teenagers. There is no
Yeah.
streaming.
Oh,
are we teenagers?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
We are teenagers.
Back then, yeah.
Because we're babysitting. Yeah.
How old? How
We're not
old
an
are we
alpha
in this
parent.
scenario? Like what?
What
age?
was this?
how old are we in this scenario? Like I know
Early
Late middle school,
15.
early high school. Yeah.
Oh, okay, like 15.
Yeah, 15, 16.
15?
Old enough to
Yeah.
watch a child, but is still young.
Yeah.
Still a child yourself, you know?
I'm still
Mhm.
grabbing a weapon. They like go
Yeah, I'm
looking
probably
for
gonna fight.
things. I'm not gonna go looking for like anything. I'm actually gonna stand in the most well lit room, like in the center of it, and just like wait.
No, you know
Yeah.
what though? The lights thing is real, and
That's a good idea.
I think if I'm thinking like if I was actually in the situation, right, I would be shouting. I would be shouting a lot, just making noise and shit. You know what I mean? It's like a fight or flight thing. Shouting for the kids, get up, everyone up and out. It's a fire drill where I'm into the street. I'm shouting. I'm waking all the neighbors up.
Yeah,
There's
play
somebody in
music
this
really
house.
loud so they call the cops
Yeah.
on you. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
know about the music part. Because then
This
I'm
guy
like,
is
something
getting
Well,
the
they can't
element of
hear them.
surprise. You know what I mean? There's no silence. No. There's
Yeah.
noise. I'm blasting noise. This is like
You're trying to air in your next it. You're like, I am making
Yeah.
them feel fear now.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not-
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
am here.
we
I
don't
would
know who you
grab the
with.
whole knife block instead of just one knife from it, just so they couldn't take more, and
Erratic.
go up to the kids'
There we
room,
go.
make sure the kid was awake. Although when I was babysitting, it was like they were like a baby in the crib. So I'd have like one hand, it'd have the knives, the other hand, it'd have the kid, and then
True.
again just go downstairs and leave the house.
It's true. Like I would probably walk out and make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Just like
And this was a
really-
scenario I was
And
actually down
turning on
down
all
the
the
street
things.
from my house, so I just go home.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take
there's
this
also
kid,
that,
go
too.
home, take the knives.
Wherever you are, you're like a bike ride away from where you know, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're babysitting.
neighborhood.
You're in middle school, high school. Like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
travel
Yeah.
very far for that.
I mean, for me, I was
You know
like
what?
literally 200 feet from my house.
Yeah.
You run away, the guy gets the kids, you're wanted for murder.
How are
You
you
know
what I
wanted
mean?
for murder though?
Well, because
Who's gonna think that you did it?
I mean, I was the only
Because
one
you're
watching the
responsible
kids.
for the
yeah,
children.
you were the one watching the kids. You were
Kids
the
are
only
dead?
one who was there.
I'm gone.
It's kind of
I
on
don't
the
know.
parents a little bit though for not vetting their babysitter.
Kids watching kids.
Just a little bit, just like a little teeny bit.
No, let's make a scene. Let's
'Cause
run
you're
out into the
technically still a
street,
child.
banging
Yeah.
pots and just
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
somebody come and
Mhm.
everybody wake up. Well, like, let's,
If it's a
let's do all
Halloween movie
that.
though, they're not letting you in.
Yeah, but I mean, you're
They
just
close
in the middle
blinds
of
like
the-
it's Halloween and
Yeah,
you don't have
that's true.
candy.
But you said it was like my neighborhood.
True,
my
true, true. It is
neighborhood.
yours.
Then
You
I
might
am,
have good neighbors.
Yeah, then I know where I'm at, and I'm gonna.
True.
I'm
Our
gonna
Now-
neighbors
now.
would come out.
To make
Yeah,
this
for
even
sure.
more horrifying, right? This happens, and then you probably never babysit these people again, right? Because you
Yes.
made a whole.
Because their kids are gone.
Well,
Or
oh,
it's
yeah.
Assuming that you
Trauma.
save the child, and
Okay, you
like,
saved it. Okay.
then
I mean,
you
but
know,
realistically speaking, if like all this happens, you make the noise, cops come, obviously the dude ran away because you're smarter than that, right? You got the whole neighborhood on him. Now he's gonna come back later and finish the job.
Yeah.
And-
You're in the
Mhm.
hospital.
Yeah.
They drug you up. He walks
Yeah.
through doors like they're not real
Halloween
and
too.
murders everyone. Very
Yeah.
strategic.
Can't win. Can't
So
win.
stupid. Such a stupid. It's so
He
silly.
lights on fire and just still is fine. It doesn't make any
He's
sense. He's
like-
been
he
shot
puts-
7
No,
times.
he boils a woman's face, but he puts his hand in there and nothing ever happened to his hands.
His hands were fine.
Made
His
of
hands
metal.
were fine, but it was enough to boil her. No, that's not how that works.
He's a freak.
He's not real.
He's transcending.
I just wanted a like ritual where they're like, kablam, he's a demon, and then we could have moved
Yeah.
on. But like,
Yeah.
I just wanted the like ritual set, whatever the thing was, where somebody was like, I'm gonna make him fill in the blank demon thing.
Yeah.
I just need to see.
Yeah.
I just need for that
He's
to
a demon that's
happen.
Toby
Yeah.
from
And
Paranormal
then-
Activity.
Yeah, like tell me like the thing where he becomes not human,
Yeah.
Hmm.
but the transcending through hate. I
Nonsense.
was like,
Nonsense.
can't you just like throw like a blood ritual on this real quick, just to like.
Just like a
Yeah.
shot of a pentagram carved into his back, and it's like, oh, Satan got in through here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
it's like,
like the most
Totally makes
basic
sense. Totally fine.
thing, like so
He just
basic.
has a
Yeah.
bumper sticker on his car that says "Satan take the wheel," and we're
Oh,
like, okay.
Like, all right,
Checks
yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
one of the film franchises that would have benefited from one of those stupid scenarios or like explanations. Whereas like Paranormal Activity, it totally took you out when it was like it was a cult, and I was like, why? it was just a demon at the beginning, and that was fine. So this one would be like, it's a cult. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he won't die. He's not real.
Yeah.
Cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Look at that. We should do this more often. Drag
Yeah.
people out should just give these wet bed behead options.
These scenarios of what we would do.
Yeah.
The scenarios are really fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends.
Scenario's actually really scary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're in the situation of these many horror films.
I'm definitely still scared right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You
I
still
will
got about
say
2 hours.
I do feel like I know more. I have a better idea of what to do in a zombie apocalypse, or even if a call is coming from inside the house, than I do in like an actual earthquake or flooding.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like I don't know what to do if there's an earthquake right now.
Get into like a door frame or get under a table.
That's true.
Under a table?
Yeah.
You're supposed
Something
to, get, like,
to
under
stop
something.
Get away from the
Okay.
windows.
because like loose debris would fall and hit you, but like if heavy things are coming, there's not a lot you can do with that. But
Right.
like you want to be in like a
flip it anywhere?
An earthquake.
no,
like
on
you're
top of your
underground.
So the heavy things can land on the table instead of your head.
yeah, it gives
Yeah.
you a layer of protection, and then once
Yeah.
it finishes, you just keep waiting because there's going to be aftershocks.
It's also like the
Yeah.
tornado, like you get in a bathtub, and you put a mattress over your head.
Mhm.
Right.
Is that
right.
real?
Yeah.
Because then it's like that protects you too of like all that, and usually like for some reason they survive.
And
Because
there's
when there
also
was a
enough, like,
tornado
air.
warning in Philly a couple years ago, I got in the
Yeah.
tub and everyone made fun of me.
No, it's
No,
not.
you're
No,
right.
it's true.
It's
But
true.
the thing is like, what if? But your tub is on the second floor. Like, you really want to be
Exactly.
underground,
In the
though,
basement,
right?
right?
Like,
Yeah.
you want to be in the
Yeah.
basement.
Unless you're in
Basement.
Philly, like a month ago when we had the tornado warnings, that was like get underground. That was like flood warning, seek high ground, and you were like, where?
Which do
Where-
we-
Where?
What?
No,
Where?
Stay in the living
What
room.
is the
Stay-
answer?
you
So
need a
in
safety
moments-
pod.
So in moments like that, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I could handle a zombie apocalypse easier than this.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to. I don't actually know what to do right now.
Yeah,
Higher stakes.
it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a measly natural disaster, versus the
Versus-
potential intruder in your house?
Yeah, and zombies.
Yeah.
That or someone who shot an arrow through that one
window.
cousin's head that we don't care about.
Oh, such a shame. Such a shame.
Ooh, shame. Awesome. Thank you guys for participating in our silly games and spending
Yeah.
time with us as we just decompress from what was October. It was just a lot. We had a lot going on. I'm sure you all did too. It's just spooky season, and so this was awesome. This is really just what
Yeah.
we needed.
Also, happy birthday, Gabe.
Happy
Yes,
birthday,
happy birthday,
Gabe.
birthday.
Oh yeah, it is my birthday week, which is also why
Yeah.
we're doing this, because I was like, I don't want to work.
Word.
Or not. So next week will work. But awesome. And for people who are listening, make sure you like and subscribe, and definitely follow. Also, I forget it's mirrored. All the people and all their things. We have Isaiah. Do you want to tell people where to find your stuff?
Yeah, no doubt. So if you guys like anime and conversations about anime and everything in between, definitely follow us at Zenkai Station. And Zenkai is spelled Zenkai. And that's on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, every good place. But if you like poetry, be sure to hit me up at WritersLuck92, and that's only on Instagram. That's it.
Nice. And Wimoto, where can people find your stuff?
Right here at the bottom where it says Dusky Projects, that's where to find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Nice.
And listen to
And listen to Black Women Are Scary.
yes. Join the Macabre Mixer. Sergio, Mike, do you guys have things you want to plug? I don't know.
Yes,
what to call it.
follow me on Twitter, Sergio Smergio, and follow Philly Cam at Philly Cam everywhere.
What a nerd. No, you must be plugging Philly Cam earlier. What about you, Mike? You have anything you want to tell people? That
Not
Instagram
really.
that you haven't put together, even though I tell you to do it?
Nope, I'm not really on the internet.
Is it the YouTubes?
Nope, don't really have a YouTube channel. I'm just not an online person.
That's admirable. That is
TBC.
admirable.
TBC. Eventually, we'll have a cool Instagram when I finally get through him. But with that being said, Kat,
Don't get married.
delete your kids.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.